Hello to all my lovely subscribers. I thought I would start these videos with this monthly video with an introduction. I have been thinking, and I would like to also add something else, another layer to my YouTube channel. So I will still do my monthly readings. That goes without saying. My philosophy behind what I'm doing is that I hopefully am empowering each and every one of you on your journey to trust in yourselves, to follow your intuition, to follow what you feel is the right thing for you. I am all about empowering rather than being reliant on me, tarot readers, mediums, to make those choices and decisions for you. As you know, Spirit, your guides do not make decisions for you. The choices and decisions are yours, but they will certainly help you on your journey. They will help you along the way. What I was thinking of adding as an extra layer to my channel is I get a lot of inquiries, questions about reading the tarot, about connecting with the tarot. And so I thought that I would add lessons, I guess, classes for whoever is interested in using the tarot for themselves, learning how to connect with the tarot. A lot of tarot readers have got very different ideas about how you use a tarot. I have an interesting way of using a tarot is I use the visuals, but primarily I listen to what messages I'm being given by my guides, by the energies that I'm feeling and sensing for this particular month. The tarot certainly adds added information as well. So it's really about unpacking individual tarot decks that I have each channel, how to unpack a tarot deck, how to connect, how to build the energy in a tarot deck, how to read a tarot deck, different layouts that you can use when using your tarot, different ways of using a tarot, and the different messages, different things that they can mean in different layouts. So that's what I was thinking, but I would also really like to have your input. I was also thinking of having some live sessions where you can be an active part of that session as well and ask any questions that you may have. And I don't mean by that personal questions, I mean questions where the group can benefit, questions that are going to benefit a lot of people. So I wouldn't be answering, what choice do I need, what decision do I need to make, should I buy this, should I not buy this, should I move, should I not move. It's not a private reading session. It is a session of answering questions that you may have on your spiritual journey, on your growth, on your moving forward, generally just questions that you have. So I'm also thinking of doing that. If you have any other suggestions, any other ideas, then please leave them in the comment section below. If you're interested in this, I will do it if the demand is there, if there is an interest there. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, leave it in the comments section. Are you interested? What are you interested in? What sort of things would you like to see from that session with me? And anything else that you might like, questions that you might want me to answer. You might have different thoughts and different ideas. So it's about the input. And I read all the comments. I will make notes from those comments. And when there's enough people that want a particular topic or a particular thing explained, that's what I will do. So your input and your exchange is going to really be a part of how we structure this and how we move forward with it. I'm really excited about that because my philosophy, as I said, is about empowering you on your journey. That's what I really want to do. help everyone move on and be able to do this for themselves. You know, feel strong about trusting yourself. So that's what I thought I would do. Another thing I thought I'd do, I get a lot of questions about this screen that I've got behind me, and all you ever see is the bottom part of the screen. And so I thought I would show you the top part of the screen. So here goes. Here goes. Here are my beautiful cranes. They're just gorgeous, aren't they? They're just beautiful. It's quite a big screen, a lot of sections to it. And then you've got their beautiful legs. There you go. So you can see the full scope of my screen. That is my beautiful backdrop. So, okay. So let's connect with this exchange. Let's get moving with this next layer to my YouTube channel. Look forward to hearing your comments and suggestions as well. Hello my lovely Virgos, welcome to your reading for July 2019. This is a reading for Virgo Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. They will also give you added depth to your monthly readings as well. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, which is going to be specific to you, then you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading from there. My introduction this month has got some detail in it as to how I would like to lay another layer onto my videos, and that will be with your input. And so it's worth listening to that if you've just sort of raced ahead and missed it, because there's an opportunity there for you to also be part of what I'm going to be doing next, as well as always doing my monthly readings. I will always do those because I do like that connection with you, my lovely Virgos. So let's have a look at what's going on for you for July. It's going to be a very interesting month for you, as I was meditating on your energy as a collective, my lovely Virgos. It was an interesting message. What my guides told me, what I heard is that, look, you're turning this corner. You're turning a corner, my lovely Virgos, and the road ahead is straight. You know, the proverbial road ahead is straight. What's coming up ahead for you is laid out there for you, and it is about you and the choices that you are going to be making and the decisions that you're going to be making with what's going to lie ahead for you. So let's have a look at your cards that I've laid for you for this month, and let's start with the card that is directly around you is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups speaks to me of, you know, turning that corner, I guess, turning that corner, and arriving in this really lovely, emotionally balanced place. You've journeyed through all of these ups and downs and emotional difficulties, if you like, this emotional looking at yourself and looking at the people you have around you and your emotional state, your thoughts, the way you're feeling emotionally. You've reached this point now where you can now start creating the emotional environment that you're wanting. It's now time for you to really think about what is it that you want to bring into your life. Is it that relationship? Is it a lasting relationship? Is it a new relationship? Is it strengthening a relationship you're already in? Is it taking a relationship to the next level? Is it a marriage? Is it an engagement, birth of a child? You know, this is coming about for you in July. This is evolving for you in July. It's also about self-love. I want to say to you, it's also about self-love. It's about looking at your life through different glasses, with a different perspective. understanding that July for you is going to be a month where you can start creating that emotional reality that you're wanting to create by listening to your self-talk, by keeping your emotions in balance. This is your wish card here. This is the wish card for you to be able to have the outcome that you've always wanted, that you've dreamed of, that you've wanted to work towards. This is an opportunity here for you to do that. For those of you that are single, it's an opportunity to meet a significant other. It's absolutely an opportunity. If you haven't already, because it's interesting, because in the position of the recent past here, you've got the Two of Cups, and that tells me that some of you have already met this significant other. And if you haven't, you know, timing's going to always be different because your natal charts are different. So, but the Two of Cups speaks of romance. It speaks of meeting your significant other, your soulmate. You're then able to create that home environment that you've always wanted to create. That bonding, that connection, that emotional balance is there for you. If you haven't already met someone, then it's certainly there. This opportunity is there for you. If you are in a relationship with your soulmate, with your significant other, you can take it to the next level. You can rediscover yourselves. It's a strengthening of that relationship. So it's going to be different for each of you, but it is about love. And for some of you, it's about self-love. It's about healing. It's about healing your emotions so that you can move forward. It's about putting in place changes in your emotional life, and that is reviewing family, reviewing relationships, reviewing what is the connections you have with people and how you can improve them, how you can make them better for yourself. So July is going to be an interesting emotional month, because that is crossed with the Fool. Let's do this like this. I want to get the glare off. These are quite shiny, these cards. It's crossed with the Fool, and the Fool doesn't say you're a fool. The Fool is new beginnings, a new start, and this is what I'm speaking of here. This is a new start as far as your romance goes, as far as your partnerships go, as far as self-love goes, as far as loving others go, as far as who are you building connections with? Do they have your best interests at heart? Are the relationships balanced? Is it an equal relationship, or are you giving more than you're receiving, or vice versa? Are they giving more than you're giving back? It's a review time in order for you to move forward, for you to sort out what you are seeking, to be clear in your mind as to what you're seeking as far as relationships go. If you don't want to if you're not looking for a permanent relationship, this also speaks of friendships, because that is also a loving relationship, a caring relationship, a give and take relationship. And it can also be karmic. You know, it can be your soulmate's not necessarily just your significant other. It's also friendships are soulmates. It's anyone that is important in your life. So this speaks of July is this opportunity to start laying down fresh, new foundations, clarity. Listen to your self-talk. Have the courage to move forward. Have the courage to leave the past behind. Leave the past behind. Don't dwell in the past. This is a new slate, a clean slate in moving forward. Bring in the changes that you're seeking. This self-healing time, which is absolutely magical. Absolutely magical, because underneath that, underwriting that, is the Two of Wands. I like that. Your cards this month do speak of newness. They speak of change. They speak of new journeys, of new opportunities, of changes. There's this new, these are the proverbial new horizons ahead for you. What foundations are you going to lay? Because these two is always about decisions and choices. What choices are open to you? Are you going to make the same choices that have landed you in the same situation? Or are you going to make choices that are going to change your circumstance? That's up to you. Are you going to give that over to somebody else to make? Are you going to empower somebody else to make those choices for you? Or are you going to take responsibility for your choices rather than letting somebody else make them? Right or wrong, you've made those choices. That's really important. That's really important. For some of you, there is this desire to relocate, to travel, to move to another part of the country, to travel to new destinations, new lands, to change jobs, change the way you work, how you work, when you work, where you work, working from home, working with a group of people, starting your own business. What changes, what choices are there for you? Because this speaks of choices, but those choices are positive. It's positive change. It's positive change for you. It's positive change coming in for you. This is what you are desiring. This is what's going to come. This is what you're going to attract. This is what's coming in for you. This is what is your deepest desire. And what does that how does that manifest? It manifests as temperance. And temperance is about, it creates balance, it creates harmony, it creates peace, it creates tranquility. So any choices that you're making here are going to create the peace that you're seeking, the harmony that you're seeking, the balance that you're seeking. Temperance is also about healing. It's about healing. It's about balancing the past and balancing the future and balancing the present. To, balancing the past and the present leads to a different future, a new future, a different path. So temperance is really important here. You're going to be feeling confident about and at peace about the choices and decisions that you're making. You're going to feel confident and in peace about the love that is around you, even if it's self-love. Because that self-love and self-nurturing is going to change how you view the world. It's going to change what you give out. That energy is going to come out from within you. All changes start with you. It's not about waiting when this happens, when that happens, when this is like this and that's like that, and that's when I will make these changes. No. It's the other way around. Start making those changes internally, and then they radiate out and your reality starts to change. Your luck, shall we say, starts to change. But you make your own luck by your self-talk, by the choices that you make. That's the sort of month that you're going to be having here, my lovely Virgos. It's going to be really important for you, because then you've got the King of Wands. You've got fabulous cards, really bright cards. There's not a gloomy card in sight here. They're just really bright cards. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is male or female. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person that is around you, that's going to have a huge impact, a huge influence on you. An influence of positivity. There's a lot to learn from this person. Their self-talk, their determination, how they bring change into their life. This is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon sign, someone with those qualities. They're really dynamic. They're really dynamic. They are really spontaneous. They are energetic. They bring in change and embrace change, which is really good, because it's igniting that passion. Because Virgo, you can be a little bit grounded all the time, really contemplating, really thinking. You can get stuck and caught up in your thinking and thought processes, and what if this and what if that and what if that, and then you are paralyzed. Whereas this person is more flowing, more, okay, let's just jump in there, let's take this risk, let's do this, let's bring this change in and embrace it and have fun with it. So this person that you're going to come across, you may already know them, they may be part of your circle already, is really going to have a huge impact on you. on bringing in that change. So be observant of that. Take some of that energy, take some of that on board, see how they operate, see what changes they bring into their life. Okay? For some of you, this is going to be the energy that's going to come in for you. So you may have a lot of wands or fire in your natal chart as well, which is going to really spur on. This is going to come to the fore. You're going to really think, well, the way I've made the choices and decisions I've made in the past and the way I've thought in the past has really not gotten me where I want to go. I'm going to start embracing this way of being to bring in the changes that I'm wanting. Fabulous. Really nice month. As July keeps traveling on, I like this, Virgo. You've got the Ace of Cups. How wonderful is this? You've got a lot of cups here in July, which means it's really about getting in touch with your emotions. You're really going to be driven to connect emotionally with people. That's going to feed your soul. That's really going to energize you and help you with bringing the changes in that you're wanting, that you're seeking. A lot of cups in your reading also signifies going with the flow. Not being earthed and digging your feet deep into the ground, deep into the earth, and being inflexible. It's about being flexible. It's about flowing with the currents. It's about flowing with whatever's going. If someone invites you out, go with the flow. Even if it's out of your comfort zone, it's not something you normally do, just go and do it. Be a little bit more spontaneous. But opportunities that arise, have a look at them, make the choices that you're wanting to make with those to bring in that change for you. But this is also speaking of, like this, you know, the two of cups. The Ace of Cups is new love. New love. Now, I don't want people to come and say, well, I've separated and I don't want to be in a relationship. But new love is also about looking at things differently, opening up your heart chakra, embracing friendships, embracing family, embracing people that are around you, a new way of looking at things. If you are seeking a soulmate and a relationship, then July is going to be a month that's going to be so good for you to do that. The stars are aligning for you, and the opportunities are there. If you are in a relationship, it's about connecting further, making that extra commitment, rediscovering each other, going away together. It's a really sort of romantic month for you. If you're in a relationship, it's just going to be an added bonus because there's a romance, there's more love there. You're just going to feel connected in July. If you're looking for romance, then it's about going with the flow. It's about being spontaneous. It's about accepting invitations, going out, getting outside your comfort zone. It's also about being in touch with your emotions, because that is also going to help you intuitively make choices and decisions, knowing that they are correct for you, and letting you move forward with those. It's really exciting. But then, you know, what you're getting as well is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, you've got aces here. It's just amazing. The Ace of Wands is about, you know, when you tap into your emotions and you have that new beginning, it leads to the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is about your life's purpose. So intuitively using your intuition to make your choices is going to see you on this new path of pursuing your life's purpose, finding your passion. Now, that doesn't mean you need to quit your job. You're not the only zodiac sign this month that's got this. It's not about leaving your job. It's about, if you're not really, doesn't bring you the excitement that you wish, what's your hobbies? What did you want to do as a child? What really makes you happy? Where's your joy? What's your joy? And it could be a hobby, an interest, meditation, traveling, whatever it is for you. This is the month to go down that path. These opportunities are going to be open for you. Someone's going to say something. Well, I'm doing this course. Do you want to come? Say yes. A jewelry course, a pottery course, a bushwalking course, whatever it is. Get involved. Follow your intuition. do something that really sparks that happiness, because when that starts falling into place, everything else is going to start falling into place. I just feel like you've got your dominoes all lined up in a row and away you go. You know, it's, you know, or your ducks all lined up in a row. You've got it all there. It's all going to be happening for you, and it's about you making choices. You making choices. Okay, so you've also then got the Six of Cups. I really like this too. The Six of Cups. This is speaking of living in the now, living in the present, not dwelling on the past. Not dwelling on the past, but living in the now, looking at what's around you now. Show appreciation and gratitude for what is there now, and do things that bring you joy now, this minute, now. Don't worry about how it unfolds in the future. Don't dwell on the past, but be childlike, play, have fun, and live in the now. And that is what these two cards speak of. Finding your joy and living in the now, which opens up opportunities for you. Playing. It also is asking you to think about, what did you want to do as a child, which is what I said earlier. What did you want to do as a child? What was your passion? What did you want to be when you grow up? What were your interests? As children, we know what our purpose is, and we forget through our education process, through our, you know, being molded. We forget how we thought as children. So reconnect there, my lovely Virgos, and find out what it is that drove you. You also have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is really about opportunities. This whole process, by the end of July, making these decisions, bringing in this self-change and changes, is going to see you prosper. This is abundance in love, in family, in happiness, in finances, in work. This is going to bring in the changes in a very positive way that you're seeking, and you're going to reap the rewards of that. Your circle of friends is going to grow. People you're connecting with is going to grow. You're going to be happier and lighter. It's going to have a really good result. But that's also going to lead into August, which I really like, because August, September are going to be quite dynamic months for you too. Absolutely fantastic cards here. I'm going to now give you a card from Dreams of Gaia, and I'll show you this deck that I have. It's absolutely magnificent. The most beautiful cards. So let's have a look at what the general message is for you here. What words of wisdom is going to be given to you. Oh, there it is. There it is. So, interesting. Choice. Choice is the word for you for the month of July. What choices are you going to make? Are you going to make the choices? Are you going to empower somebody else to make the choices for you? Are your choices based on what's happened in the past? Or are you going to make your choices with what's going on in the present? It's about taking responsibility for your choices, wherever they may lead, whichever path they may lead you on. It's about making choices with the knowledge that you have, with the goals that you want to achieve, with the direction you want to reach, making choices about people that are in your life, making choices about how you want to spend your days, making choices about your attitude, your self-talk, self-improvement. These are all choices that are there for you to make. There's 3 doors there. You can make any one of those. Where is it going to lead you? Nobody knows. But you make your choices. Tap into this month with all the cups that you have here, with all the suit of cups that you have. Follow your intuition. This is what it's telling me. Follow your intuition. Does it sit well with you in making those choices? Have the courage to make your own choices without being swayed or influenced by others. Doesn't mean you don't observe others and see how they're faring in their life and how they make their choices and decisions. There's learning there in that. So it's going to be a really dynamic month for you, my lovely Virgos. I wish you many blessings. Hope this all resonates with you. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign for more details. If you would like to book a private reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there, which is going to be specific to you. So many, many blessings to you, my lovely Virgos.